Hi everybody, it's Gemma, Seth and B.
Hi.
We are going to be doing a video for you that's a get ready with me video. Seth and B are going to be asking me all the questions that you've sent in on the community page while I do a full face of summer makeup. So something really, really natural. If you're wanting to know the best foundations for summer, I've got a video coming up on that on Thursday, so do stay tuned for that. But we are going to get on with this. We're not just going to stay huddled together all the time. B's going to take the first lot of questions, Seth's going to take the second lot, so we are going to do a switch over halfway through. So we're going to say bye to Seth right now. We'll see him a little bit later on, and we'll get ready with the summer face of makeup.
Lydia H. Please tell us about layering. Should I apply moisturizers after SPF?
Okay, so SPF is the last thing to be applied in the skincare routine first thing in the morning. So you would apply your moisturizer and then you would apply your SPF. You don't apply anything after SPF. I know a lot of people actually get confused when they're using tinted moisturizers, because a tinted moisturizer, because it's got the word moisturizer in there, they think that must be part of the skincare routine and therefore you put SPF on afterwards. That isn't actually the case. With a tinted moisturizer, you'd apply all of your skincare products first, just as normal. Then you would apply your SPF, then you'd use your tinted moisturizer like a foundation. So it would be the first step or the second step if you're using a primer in your makeup routine. Next question, B.
Do you cleanse in the morning too, or just once a day?
Do I cleanse in the morning too? Yes, I do. It's personal preference. I do have quite oily skin. I perspire quite a lot at night time. Sorry, too much information for you, but I do. So I do like to make sure that my skin is thoroughly cleansed first thing in the morning. I know a lot of people only cleanse in the evening when they're taking off their makeup. That is personal preference. As a skincare person, I wouldn't advise it, but a lot of people like to keep their natural oils in their skin for as long as possible and not strip them out. I think if you choose the right cleanser, that's not going to happen anyway. So I would always cleanse once in the morning and double cleanse in the evening.
What do you think about eyelash serums?
Serums, yeah. What do I think about eyelash serums?
Are they a waste of money?
Depends on the eyelash serum. Now, when I first started using eyelash serums, I use Revitalash and I absolutely love it. I do wish I'd tried just, what's it called? Castor oil. It's castor oil. So there is an oil you can use to just put on your lashes that can make your lashes 10 times longer than they are already. Well, I'm over exaggerating, but you know what I mean. So a lot of people use just straight up organic castor oil on their lashes and they have great success. A lot of companies play on this, so they'll just repackage the castor oil, add another couple of ingredients that don't really do anything and sell it you at 10 times the cost as it would have been had you just gone out and bought the castor oil. So firstly, before you go out and try any expensive eyelash serums like I did, go out and try the castor oil first. If that works for you, you've saved a lot of money. If it doesn't work for you, then go out and maybe possibly go and buy Revitalash or one of the other lash serums. I absolutely love them. I've got really long lashes and it's all down to Revitalash.
Really, sorry if I got that wrong. How do you top up your SPF during the day?
Okay, I've already stopped doing makeup. I'm sorry, I told you I am no good at multitasking. Okay, how do I top up my SPF during the day? I've really forgotten where I am. Where am I? Okay. Right, I top up my SPF during the day using mineral powder SPFs, and I do the same with the kids. I mean, the kids don't have makeup on, but if we are just going out for a quick walk, quick dusting all over the face, and we're good to go out the door. So, yeah, that's what I do, mineral powder SPFs.
What do you do with the makeup you collect?
Okay, well, B knows this because she usually takes it up there for me. I have one of my best friends in the entire world, lives about 5 doors away, and she has teenage daughters and they usually get quite a lot of makeup every single year. And B likes to play with a bit. and some of it gets thrown away because some of it isn't even good enough to give away to teenagers. So yeah, that's what I do with my makeup. I do keep a lot of it until its expiry because I like to do videos where I look back on things that I've used previously. So yeah, that's what I do.
Jan from Seattle, what do you think about dupes?
Okay, really important question. I think dupes have their place. Do I like dupes? No, I don't. I always put myself in their position. If I brought out my own brand where I spent so much money on product development and marketing, and then somebody just came along, copied my product and sold it at half the price, when I'd worked so hard and put loads of money in it, I wouldn't be very happy about it. So I feel like it's bittersweet because we all want something for cheaper than we can get it elsewhere. But I also feel really sorry for the brands that have put loads of money into product development and then had their product ripped off. So I don't know. I really don't know how I feel about dupes. I can't answer that question in full.
What do you do in your off time? And is this your full-time job?
Yes, this is my full-time job. Do I have any off time? Do I ever have any off time? My kids always complain that I am always on my phone, but we do like to play Uno quite a lot in our house, don't we? And we go out for walks quite a lot. If you are on my Instagram page, which is @pamperedwolf, all lowercase, no spaces, you will see that we do go out for walks, and I do take a lot of pictures while we're out walking. And we like to go to places like jump and go on the trampolines and do all that sort of stuff. Just normal family stuff, you know? We laugh a lot. Okay, B.
True Baroness. Sorry if I got that wrong again.
The true Baroness. Yeah.
Out of all the makeup products you've got, which packaging is your favourite?
Okay. Probably the bronzer from Fenty Beauty, or the blush, the ambient lighting blush from Hourglass. I love those. I like taking them out my handbag and showing off. They are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful products.
My last question by Alexander DECAY. How did you start your YouTube channel? Is it hard to do?
It's not hard to do, but it's hard to maintain, because once you start uploading so many times in a week, you have to maintain that and you have to be really consistent. And I like to be hands-on with my channel. I don't like to hand over any responsibilities to anybody else. So it's me that replies to all your comments. I don't ask somebody else to do it. It's me that sits on my computer for hours on end. Sometimes I have like 300. I'll wake up in the morning to 300 comments that I have to then read all the way through. And I love it, by the way, I'm not complaining. And then I try and reply to as many as possible if they need replying to. So it's not hard to start the channel, but it is hard to maintain. And I think I've answered the question why I started the YouTube channel on my previous, I think it was my 1-year anniversary video. So a lot of the questions that I got asked are actually duplicated questions from that video. So I will point you in the direction of that video. Go and watch that video and that will update you to the reason why I started my channel in the first place. So is that your last question, B?
Yep.
So you're going to go and get your brother?
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll carry on with the full face of summer makeup.
Bye, guys.
Okay, so Seth has arrived. He's going to carry on with questions 11 to, I think we've got 21 questions in total. I'm really sorry if I didn't get through all your questions. There were so many questions. Hopefully we will get through all of these ones in this video. So go ahead, Seth.
Karen says, what do you think about tretinoin? I feel like I look older now that I started with it.
Okay, this probably means that you've gone in too heavy too quickly. So you've gone in with a retinol, retinoid, tretinoin, that family that is far too strong straight away. You really need to build up strength. So start from a really weak retinol, retinoid, tretinoin family and then build up the strength as time goes on. If you really don't want to now go out and change the tretinoin that you've got, what I would suggest you do is mix it in with some moisturizer, put that on your face and only do it every other day rather than every single day, and you should see a noticeable difference. Tretinoin is the gold standard of the beauty routine. It's amazing, but you have to use it very, very carefully. I'm using tretinoin at the moment. I'm on the 0.05%. I've been on that now for a good month and a half, and before that I was on the 0.025 for a month, and before that I was on the 0.01 for a full month. So it's a long drawn out process. You really do need to be patient with it. Don't just jump in too heavy straight away because you will regret it.
Mercedes Ferdinand says, is mascara primer good to use? Is waterproof mascara better than normal?
Okay, so firstly, answer the first question, is mascara primer good to use? They are all completely different. I'm not a huge fan because I often have used the ones that lengthen the lashes, and throughout the day I just find that the actual primer that is longer on the tips of your natural lash flakes off throughout the day and breaks. So I'm not a huge fan. Each to their own. If it works for you, definitely use it. And with regards to whether waterproof is better than normal, I have always really looked after my lashes. I like to make sure that they're really moisturized, and I also like to make sure that I'm not using any unnecessary force to get the mascara off my lashes. And because of that, I like to use an ordinary mascara rather than a waterproof mascara. But I do also understand that that is just not okay for some people. If you live in a really hot country and you need that waterproof mascara, then it's just something that you've got to do. But in the UK, I would always use a normal mascara over waterproof. Next question, Seth.
Carolyn Biggs, would you love to do a collab with a company to have your own makeup?
Yes. I think I would prefer my own skincare line. I've always dreamt of having my own skincare line that's so simple and maybe just 5 products does the entire thing, and it just takes the confusion out of skincare. I'd really like to do that. Obviously, I'd love my own makeup line in the future, so it's nowhere near coming soon. I can guarantee that, but I would really, really like it. That would be great.
Lisa P 3.2. Do you and your mum get along as well as you seem to? Are you alike in personality, and how did you get along growing up?
Okay, so yes, me and my mum get along really, really well, and just as well off camera as we do on camera. She makes me laugh, I make her laugh. So yes, we get along really well, and we do a lot of things together when we're off camera. No, it wasn't always like that. I was a rather difficult child. So we didn't get on very well when I was growing up. So no, it hasn't always been like this. We have had to work at it. We aren't that similar, I wouldn't have thought. My mum is a lot quieter than me. I'm a lot more outgoing than my mum, but she is getting better at that. She steps out of her comfort zone a lot more often, especially now she's been on this channel. I think it's opened up the floodgates to stepping out of her comfort zone a little bit more. So she's definitely enjoying life, which is why she doesn't appear on my channel as often anymore, because she's always busy doing other stuff. Next question, Seth.
Janie Hernandez, Does your mum have her own YouTube channel?
Do you know, so many people have asked if my mum has got her own YouTube channel. The answer is no. Will she be starting her own YouTube channel? No. She doesn't have time to start her own YouTube channel. She has so many other things that she's interested in. She used to do ice skating. She likes to go walking quite a bit with her partner. She's got other grandchildren other than my kids.
Yeah.
So she likes to spend time with everybody collectively as well as individually. So she doesn't have a lot of time to really give a YouTube channel of her own. And it's not really her thing. She does it for me, really, and she loves it when she's on, but I think she's also quite happy to not have to do all the other things that come with having your own YouTube channel. Next question, Seth.
Christina Luna, what do you like best and least about where you live? If you could live anywhere else, where would you live?
Ooh. I think the nicest thing about where we live is we are right on the edge of the countryside, so we can step out of our front door and walk into hills and grass and beautiful scenery. So I love that. What's the worst thing about where we live? I don't know. There aren't really very many negatives about where we live. We really like it, don't we? Where would you live if you could live anywhere in the world, Seth?
That's really hard. Probably in France, because they get a lot of mixture of weather, whereas we get rain more, which is actually better because then we get more water.
Very true.
But we also want some sun in.
I think everywhere we go on holiday, we always think, oh, we could live here, let's look for a house. And then think, no, we'll just go home. Next question, Seth.
Shardy, how do you feel about Botox and fillers?
Botox.
Botox.
How do you think Mummy feels about Botox?
She likes it and doesn't like it because it swells sometimes.
Oh, that's fillers.
Oh, that's fillers. Oh.
That's fillers. I like Botox. I think if you are wanting an anti-aging product that gives you the most bang for your buck, Botox is that treatment. You get within 2 weeks, you get a result. It's not for everybody, but I like it. We'd never put too much in for me because I like a natural look. I also like fillers. I only have lip fillers, I don't have facial fillers, but you will always notice when I've had my fillers done, even 2 weeks after, because like Seth said, my face swells. I am one of those people that I just swell. If I have anything put in, it will swell up, and it does swell up, takes a long time to come down, so it doesn't look as natural as I would like it to first off, but then, I mean, it's all come down now, and I mean, I like it. I like the results. Each to their own. I would never try and get anybody else to do fillers and Botox. It's a personal opinion. It's a personal preference. So if you want to do it, go ahead and do it. If you don't, don't. But I don't ever judge anybody if they decide to do it or don't.
Next question.
Yep.
Reem Al Nashi. How long does it take to put a video together? Oh, ages.
I suppose it also depends on the video. So my mum and I have just done a video on the best SPFs and also the best tinted moisturizers. And that was such a long process because we had to try out everything. But it usually takes around an hour to 3 hours to film one video. And then it will take me the same amount of time to edit it all down and make sure that it's worthy of putting up. It's intense. Let's just say that. It's definitely intense.
Rita Tucker. Does your son, me, have type 1 diabetes or type 2 diabetes? Do Do you have any favourite TV shows?
Okay, so Seth, you can answer the first bit.
I have type 1 diabetes,
Okay.
not type 2.
So basically his pancreas is broken. It doesn't work. And no matter what he eats or his lifestyle, he will always have type 1 diabetes. I think there's a lot of confusion with type 1 and type 2, which frustrates the living daylights out of me. A lot of people assume that I'm a bad mother and I obviously fed him the wrong things and I imposed this illness on my own child, which is absolutely ridiculous. Next question.
It was, did you have any TV shows after?
Oh, do you have any favourite TV shows? I watch Drivel, so I watch...
You watch Suits?
I do watch Suits. I watch Suits quite a bit. In fact, I've caught up now. I've watched all 9 series. I'm halfway through series 9 now. So I'm finding that quite frustrating because I can't just watch one after the other. I have to wait now with everybody else. I do like Drivel in that I watch all the Housewives of Beverly Hills and Housewives of Here, There and Everywhere. I just find I can shut off while I'm watching it. And this year's Love Island, I have been absolutely glued. If you're in the US, you probably don't get Love Island, but in the UK, everybody is glued to Love Island. You either love it or you absolutely hate it, or you've never watched it before. If you've never watched it before, you were in my camp last year. I'd never watched it. One of my friends, Helen, hi Helen, I blame you for this. She told me halfway through last year's season, oh, you've got to watch it. You really have to watch it. And I just thought, well, I'll flick it on, never look back. I am absolutely glued, and Wes watches it with me every single night. It's finished now and I don't know what to do with my evenings.
Yeah, because there was the reunion last night, wasn't there?
Well, I've recorded that, so I need to watch that with Daddy later.
And there's one in South Africa now, isn't there?
There's going to be one in South Africa in
winter.
the new year, so we get 2 doses of Love Island every single year. Whoop, whoop. Next question.
Last question. Margaret Merrick, how did you find out that your son was diabetic? How does it affect your life? Is he on a pump?
Ah.
The last one, yes, I am on a pump. I am on the Omnipod, which is on my...
You've got things stuck to you everywhere, haven't you, really?
I have there, covered by tape, so you can't really see it.
So we've
and
got...
then I have my Omnipod
what's it called, that one?
There is my
Freestyle Libra.
Libra and my MEOWMEOW.
Yeah.
Which are great things.
So Freestyle Libra and the MEOWMEOW. So the Freestyle Libra takes Seth's blood sugar. Oh, you're going to show them?
Yeah.
And then the MEOWMEOW makes sure that it can be sent to Seth's phone. So at the moment he's
5.0.
5.0 going straight across, which is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
And the MEOWMEOW also makes it possible for his phone to transfer that data to my phone. So while he's at school, I can see what his blood sugar is while he's not with me as well. So if he decides to go out and play on the field up there, I don't have to worry about him so much because I know what his blood sugar is. But how we found out that Seth was diabetic?
Well, wasn't I drinking a lot?
Yeah.
And
you were
then-
drinking more than usual.
Yeah. And then we went to the doctors, didn't we?
Well, so we decided to do some baking, and all of a sudden Seth's pyjama bottoms just fell down by themselves, and I thought, that's not quite right. He must have lost a lot of weight, because when you're with somebody all the time, you don't notice that somebody is losing so much weight because you see them every single day. So, yeah, I took him straight to the doctors, and the doctor sent us straight to the hospital, and he was diagnosed immediately. The team were absolutely unbelievable. And ever since then, every 3 months we go to the Sheffield Children's Hospital, where they know us, they know him by name. They are just unbelievable at the Sheffield Children's. that is the full face with summer makeup. I'm just going to go through some of the products. We're going to say bye to Seth before I do that. He's done really, really well, hasn't he? So I'll see you in a bit.
Bye.
Thank you, darling. Okay, so this is my full face of summer natural makeup. So easy and so quick to do. Usually it would take me 5-10 minutes and I would be completely out of the door. It's taken me a lot longer today. I did say that it would do. So the products I've used today, I've used the TRINNY London BFF cream. You'll have noticed I put a lot of that on my skin. You can actually put the required 1/4 teaspoon amount of this product on your face to get the SPF protection in full without this product looking cakey or full coverage in any way. This is a tinted moisturizer, but it's also got an SPF in there. So it's a lovely, lovely product to have if you're in a rush. Really, really nice. Then I use the Revlon Photoready, which is their concealer, but more of an illuminator. It's in a pinky peachy color, which really does sink into the skin beautifully, making it look like you actually don't have a concealer on at all. It's not heavy or cakey. It's just really beautiful and glowy and does cover up your dark circles a little bit. This is not going to be full coverage, but it's a beautiful, beautiful product and it's affordable as well. I did my brows using the Urban Decay Brow Blade and Brow Finish. If I'm being completely honest, once this is gone, I probably won't repurchase it, only because I am not using it to its full capacity. I don't feel the need to use the ink stain end anymore, which is what I originally purchased this product for. Now my brows are a little bit fuller, now they've grown out a little bit. I'm really only using the waterproof pencil side. So once this is gone, I will revert back to using my NYX Micro Brow Pencil, which I absolutely love. And I will continue to use the brow finish on top just to make my brows look a little bit fluffier. Okay, next up I use the Superhero Mascara from It Cosmetics. This does not smudge, it does not flake. It's quite a thin consistency and it also has a really thin brush. If you don't like the bushy brushes and you don't like a mascara that smudges at all, you might like to try this one. It's a really nice product. It also adds a little bit of length and definition to your lashes without clumping them all together. So I'm really enjoying using that one at the moment. For bronzer, I've used my Chanel bronzer. It is a stunning, stunning product. There are other cream bronzers available on the market, but this is the one that I had to hand. Absolutely beautiful. Just gives that lovely, fresh, summery glow to the skin without making you look overly orange or oily. So I really, really like this bronzer. And on the cheeks, I use the Fenty Bronzer Matchstick in the shade Yacht Life. Absolutely gorgeous. It does have a little bit of shimmer in here. It's not sparkle, it's just like that iridescent shimmer. So it's perfect for summer and you don't need any highlighter. Well, I don't feel I needed any highlighter when I use this product. It's absolutely beautiful. On the lips, I use the NARS lip gloss in Super Orgasm. This is such a long-lasting lip gloss. You will not be disappointed, and it's such a lovely, lovely colour. So they are all the products I've used today. Like I said, 5-10 minutes, and I'm usually out of the door, but today it took a lot longer answering all your questions. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've enjoyed having an insight into our lives and what we get up to on a daily basis. If you have, please do give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget I upload videos on Mondays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. London time, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. There is a watermark in this corner. If you click on it, it will take you through to my homepage where you can subscribe. I am also on Instagram if you want to follow me on there. It's @PamperedWolf, all lowercase, no spaces. Hope to see you all in the next video. Bye.